All righty, Math Warriors, good morning. We're going to start today on Chapter 10, Lesson 6, page 601. So make sure your workbooks are open to that page. And today we're going to learn about equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions. And all equivalent means is equal. So two fractions that are equal. That's what that means. And the way we do that is, ooh, that looks like a very yummy fruit pizza right there. I would very much like a piece of that. Thank you very much. And I think I'm going to add some kiwi to it for a pretty color. All right, so back to math now. These are what's called fraction tiles, and we have them in the classroom, but you guys don't have them at home, so we're just going to pretend that you have them at home. And imagine that you have these three fraction or four fraction tiles in front of you. This tile would be one fraction or one whole part that is all the way shaded in, so it'd be 1/1. Remember, Luke kept trying to do that with his fractions. He was kind of being a little lazy. This fraction tile would be divided into two parts with one part shaded, so 1/2, 1/2. This fraction tile is four parts. The whole is made up of four parts, and two of them are shaded. So it's 1/4 plus 1/4 that are shaded, 2/4 together that are shaded. 2 out of 4 parts are shaded. The next one is divided into 8 total parts. So it's got 8 on the bottom, and each of these units is 1/8. Together, it is 4/8 that are shaded. So what we're saying here is that how many 1/4 tiles make up the same amount as a 1/2 tile? Well, 2 1/4 are the same shaded area as 1/2. How many 1/4 tiles make up 1/2? 2. So 1/2 equals 2/4. They are equivalent fractions. 1/2 and 2 1/4 are equivalent. And if we go down, 4 1/8 are equivalent. So 4/8, 1/2, 2/4, and 4/8 are all equivalent fractions. You can see that the shaded part is the same amount covered for each one. So how many 1/8 tile are the same as the 1/2 tile at the top? 4. 4 1/8 tiles equal 2 1/4 tiles and 1 1/2 tiles. So 1/2 equals 2/4 equal 4/8. They are all equivalent fractions, or fractions that are equal. Make sense? It's a little bit more to think about than some things that we've been doing lately, but you guys are such smarty pants. I know you guys are going to get it. So here's another way of looking at it. They did a different problem. They have Quan over here who has a bookshelf in his room that has 3 shelves, and he only has books on one shelf. So Quan says he has 1/3 of the shelves have books. His mom says 2/6 of the shelves have books. Are they both correct? Or is 2/6 the same as 1/3? If there's only three shelves, you can't say that there are 6 parts, but are they equal? Is 1/3 and 2/6 equal? So using the fraction tiles again, here we have a tile that's divided into 3 parts, and one part is shaded, so this is 1/3 or 1/3. Here we have a fraction tile divided into 6 parts, and we have 2 of them shaded, so it's 2/6. And you can see that the shaded part for 1/3 is the same amount as the shaded part for 2/6. So those two fractions are equivalent. 1/3 and 2/6 are equivalent fractions. Here's another way to look at it on a number line. This is, instead of putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on a number line, we're putting a fraction on a number line. And the end of the number line is a whole. This is, see this big outline of a 1? This is one whole. And this number line has been divided into 3 parts. So inside we put 3 over 3, which equals 1 whole. The number line down here has been divided into 6 parts. So the outline of 1 whole is here. And inside of that outline, it says 6 over 6. So if it was going to be a filled up fraction with no empty spaces, if it was going to be full, there would be 6 out of 6 parts shaded. So on this number line, we mark 1/3, which is what Quan said. This is, from here to here is 1/3 of the number line. Okay? And that's what Quan said the bookshelf has. On this next one, his mom said 2/6. So if you divide the number line into 6 parts and you grasshopper over to 2/6, you can see that that is the same distance from 0 to here as it is from 0 to here. So they are equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions. 1/3 is equal to 2/6. Either side of the equal sign is equivalent. Now let's do number 1. Here we have a fraction tile that shows 2 parts and 1 part is shaded. So it is 1 part shaded over 2 total parts. Here we have a fraction tile that is divided into 4 parts and 2 of the parts are shaded. So we have 1 over 4 here and 1 over 4 here. We add it together and we have 2/4 are shaded. So 1/2, and you can see that it is the same amount of shading, that the shaded parts are equivalent. So that means that 1/2 is equal to 2/4. All right. Now I added this little form on the bottom because I thought this would be the easiest way for me to show you. I didn't think that I could draw this on my board as in equal parts. It's hard enough for me to try to color it in. And I'm going to tell you now, I'm struggling to get my marker to work. It's not as easy as when I used to do the grammar notebooks, but I'll do my best. And I keep leaving these dots everywhere. You see this dot, this little blue dot? I don't know. I keep leaving that everywhere. Here's another one. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I'll try. So here we have 2 circles, and they want the fraction for this circle to equal the fraction for this circle. This circle is divided into 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. This circle over here is divided into 9 total parts. The circles are the same size, but if this was a pizza, this pizza would only give you 3 pieces, whereas this pizza would give you 9 pieces. They have 1 part shaded in. Now let's see if I can, we're going to try, if I can shade in the same amount on this circle as the first circle. Please work, please work, please. Oh, no, no, no. See, you're not working. That's not what I wanted to do. No. Oh, look. See, I can't do it. I'm going to try one more time, and then I'm going to give it up. Okay, maybe that's, well, forget it. I lost my 9. Whatever. You know there's a 9 right there, right? Okay, now I'm going to try again. Come on, Miss Searing, you can do it. I know you can. I know you can. Grab it. See, I made a dot. I'm really not sure what's going on. Let's see if it works. Nope, it didn't work. Try one more time. Okay. So if I try to make, there it goes. It's not the right color pink, but we're going to take it. If I try to shade in the same area that's on the first circle as the second circle, I have shaded in 3 parts to equal the same size as this. So the first fraction is 1 part shaded over 3 total parts. The second fraction is 3 parts shaded over 9 total parts. Put it back. over 9 total parts. And those are equivalent fractions because the shaded area is the same or equal. Okay? Now, let's look here. I'm going to do this part first. I'm going to try to change my color. Let's see if I can make it kind of purpley. And I'm going to come here. So here we have a circle that is divided into 12 parts. Here we have a circle that's divided into 4 parts. So they have shaded 3 parts here. And if I shade this one, please work. Grab you, grab you. Yes. Ah, look at that. If I shade the same amount here, it's okay, as is here, then those shaded parts are equal, except this one is 3 parts shaded over 12 parts total, and this one is 1 part shaded over 4 parts total. Make sense? All right, so let's look at this one. This circle is 3 parts total with 2 of them shaded. This circle is 12 parts, okay, total. So I need to shade in the same amount on this circle so that they match. So I'm going to come up here and grab blue. All right, and we're going to hope that it works. And I think if I shade from here, I need more. And I shade here all the way to here. Whoops, my shading's getting crazy, but it's okay. That's all right. We're going to pretend it's the same. So on this fraction, I have 2 parts shaded over 3 total parts. In this fraction, I have, let's see, there was 12 total parts, and 8 of them are shaded. And those 2 fractions would be equivalent or equal. Now let's check this one out. This one has 12 parts again. I'm going to write that down before I forget. 12 parts of this circle and 4 parts of this circle. This one's 12, this one's 4. And if I go up here, get off that 4 and come over here, okay, and I grab a purple color. Let's see how that works. And I try to shade in the same amount as what's shaded in the first part of number 4. It would kind of look like it gets bigger as I go. It's kind of fun. It kind of reminds me of shaving cream. All right, so, and it looks like a baby carriage. All right, so the shaded in parts are the same. On this one, I have shaded in 9 total parts. And on this one, I have shaded in 3 total parts. So 9/12 equals 3/4. They are the same or equivalent. Last one. This second circle is divided into 2 parts, and the first circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is divided into 10 parts. So in the first one, they've already shaded in 5 of the parts. And for me to make them equivalent, I would have to shade 1 of these parts to make it match. Now let's see if I go over here and I grab this kind of pea green. Oh, okay, we're going to try it again. I'm going to forget that. We're going to pretend that that is not there. Let's see if I do this and I go back to here. Good, 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 good. Now here, excellent. Now, did I make it pea green? No. Let me try again for the pea green. If I go here and I grab the pea green, okay, now we got it. Let's make you match the same amount shaded on the first circle as the second circle. And then